Well, we're an hour out from the meetup for the All-Wheel Drive Festival. Check-in's at 2, and looks like we're slated to get there at 1:55, right on time, like I like it. It looks pretty rainy this evening, so hopefully we catch a break in the rain and we don't have to set up our tent in the rain, because that would be unfortunate. We're looking forward to it. This is gonna be a really fun year, I know it. Looks like we hit the fall color change perfectly. What's up, Randy?
You're putting your feet.
Everybody!
Good to see you again.
Oh, so awesome. What's up, dudes? High fives. High fives. I got one left. There's a high five. Hi.
Okay, sounds
Glasses.
Go pick out a primo spot.
good. Will do.
All right, thanks.
Enjoy, guys. We're on channel 21.
Thanks.
You're gonna be so itchy from all the grass. You want to try to park near that tree area?
Yeah. Really pretty weather out here, Randy. We got quite the showing this year. All these all-wheel drive enthusiasts, huh? I come over here to see what my boys are doing, and look at these hooligans. Eli's about to launch Evan into outer space.
All right, get set up, everybody. We're gonna meet at 5 o'clock tonight or today, whatever. But thanks for everybody who came out or coming out. Some awesome rigs. This is extremely loud, so I'm gonna turn it down. But I just wanted to say from the bottom of my heart, I greatly appreciate y'all coming out this year. We're gonna have a blast. If you don't have a blast, there's something wrong with you. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy. We'll see you at 5 o'clock.
Ooh, 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 you can't touch my stick, what's our stick? Ooh, 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 you can't touch my stick.
All right, let's go make our bow.
You're gonna make a bow?
Ow!
My hands
Why
are
did I
red.
just get smacked in the back of my calf?
You want to fight? You gotta.
All right, show mommy what we've got so far. I'm working on the arrow right now, but we did pretty well with the bow. It feels pretty snappy. It feels like it's gonna work pretty well.
Nice.
So, since we don't have feathers or anything for the fletching, I'm gonna use this piece of plastic bag. I think it'll work well enough. It's not a good project unless you've used power tools to hurt yourself.
Oh, okay. Sounds like a great idea.
Perfect.
Nice. Yep.
Easy.
You are an Indian.
Don't kill each other with that, please. That's really good. Man, that sky's looking a little bit iffy, isn't it? A little bit questionable. All right, Eli, let's see what we got. Yeah, just ignore it, yeah. Yep, and aim a little higher so it can fall back down.
That's usually mine.
Nice big thunder rolling through.
It's thundering. The fear is thundering.
Blue sky's over there. But blue sky is not lasting long.
Dad, if we all just moved over there, do you think the rain would like? Okay, I feel it now. Do you think the rain would get up to us? And then you notice
All right, so I guess this worked out pretty well, honey. I guess this worked out pretty well. We'll have to see how much wind comes and wrecks our setup, but we got a bunch of side guy lines trying to hold the awning steady. That's the downside of having such a big one. We have like an 8.5 by 9 foot awning. So it gets a little flimsy all the way out there. Do you think we're gonna get wet, Evan?
maybe.
Maybe. He got us some candy?
Yeah, you got a couple of treats. Here's one for you to catch. Can you catch it?
Yeah.
Nice catch.
Randy says he hopes this thing passes us, but from what I'm seeing, it's looking like this front's gonna hit us. Here it comes, Saphira. Here comes the rain.
The rain's coming to Fira.
I think it's pretty cool. As long as a tornado doesn't hit us.
Why would you even say
Because
that?
it looks like a funnel cloud over there.
What?
It looks pretty gnarly. Look at those low clouds over there, swooping. See how low they are?
Yeah, but
Take a picture to the last side.
Is that the sunset? Whoa. Man, that's pretty.
Look at
we're not joking. This thing is coming in hot a little bit here. Their awning's probably about to fly away. But yeah, it's coming down pretty good.
All right.
Whoa. Whoa. Holy cow. Whoa. I'm going to blow away. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. Whoa. Whoa, it's breaking it. It's going to break it. No, it's like it's. Oh my gosh. Evan, get in there. Go under. It's breaking it.
Put it down right here. Wait, why'd you?
It broke it. I didn't do it. It did it. Grab it. Fix it quick.
Our tent's floating over here.
Holy crap, it broke.
Our tent just snapped.
Our tent just broke. Crap. Fix it. It's not broken. Get it.
It is. It snapped.
No, it didn't. Yeah, it did. Right through the tent. Oh, crap.
We're gonna have to sleep in our car. I'm fine with that, though. I'm fine with sleeping in our
Dear.
Look over there at the other gentleman's.
Oh my God. Like our tent is literally flattened right now.
I know, dear. There's nothing you can do. Just stay right here.
I'm going to get the car.
We need to like take this down before it like flies
Can't
off.
do anything right now.
We can.
Like, this little will be scary. I have
Evan, get under there. Get under the table.
Why?
Or get in the car. Get in the car. It's safer in the car. Go. Isaac, get in the car. Run. Run. Get in the car.
Help me hold this, please. Hold on to it, though.
Let's just like set it down on the ground. This is nuts.
If the wind gets under it, it's gonna be bad. But yeah, our expensive tent just snapped.
That so sucks right now. Sophia, are you scared? Here, take my phone. I'll get Sophia and put her in the car.
Holding down this awning.
All right. Well, we're gonna say goodbye to you guys for a second so I can get the dog in the car. Come on, Sphira. All right, we got the doggy in the car. We're gonna close this up. Our poor tent. Our poor tent. This is nuts. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. This is so crazy. We didn't put enough guy lines out, I think, on that
I didn't use
side.
them all, I know. It was a fatal mistake.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it would have mattered because the guy lines wouldn't have stopped it from pushing down. It was pushing down on it so hard.
All right, guys, so we decided to shelter in the car because it was probably safer.
Yeah, we got hit by a microburst. Our camp got wrecked. Our awning poles are bent, which...
What's a microburst?
It's literally hanging there. We just like let it go.
We might be able to get it put back, but our tent really got a lot of
What's
damage.
a microburst?
Yeah, it did.
So all the poles are going to be bent.
Just like a little mini burst.
A microburst is just high wind from the front of a storm. Very, very high wind for a short period of time.
Yeah, we should have paid attention to which way it was going and then turned the car around in hindsight because that one person over on the other side over there
He didn't do it on purpose. He set up that way.
Well, I mean, he set up that way, but it seems like in hindsight that was a better way to set up. But we would have never known.
We couldn't have known there was a microburst of this magnitude coming.
I know.
We couldn't have known that I was right that a hurricane was coming.
I know. You said a tornado, not a hurricane.
No, I said a hurricane. I mean a tornado. I said hurricane first.
Is that right?
Yeah. So
What'd
someone's
you guys think of
door
that,
is
boys?
open.
Horrible.
Mine.
Close it.
These are
Well, that's
useless
fine.
now. Okay, so I have an idea. We could get a little stick and shove it into one side of the pole and then put the pole with the stick in it onto the other pole and then make like the stick be between both of them and then we can duct tape it.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. I mean, I'm sure the outpost has a aluminum sleeve that you just slide over it.
Oh, that's true.
And normally, a lot of our tents come with them, but I don't think the one we presently have does. We got wrecked.
Yeah, we did.
I'm hot. Can't wait.
Oh, we went the wrong way. Hey, Randy, did you say we were on 21?
Where's my 19?
This would be a good time to be on the radios.
Yeah.
That was Ian, wasn't it?
Yeah, here. Rainy and Ian here. Having some snacks here in the tornado. You guys okay in your, do you stay in your truck or in your tent?
It started in the
We're
tent.
doing okay, but our tent definitely got wrecked by that storm. Silence.
Yeah, that's a little damage. Ben said his awning was destroyed.
Ian's
Whose
awning got destroyed?
My awning took damage, but I think it's repairable. I think the worst of it for me, though, is just that my shoes are soaked and I don't have any other shoes.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm wondering what the...
Take them off and put them under the thing and do the heat on the feet. Did it really feel like there was that much in there that
I felt
you
like
could
there
pour
was
it out?
that much in there, yeah.
So much worse than the gears.
Nope, I don't. Oh, come on, don't. That's disgusting. That was like Outdoor Boys when he did it in the toilet, and the toilet was. Oh, stop that. That's disgusting.
Well, we're almost out of water.
You're not getting kissed tonight.
I didn't literally do it, dear.
Oh. When all else fails and there's nothing else to do, you can take a page out of the Outdoor Boys book and eat something.
Something delicious.
Something delicious.
Pass the time.
Yep. You guys want some snacks?
No.
What?
Depending.
You're weird. There's probably for sure a rainbow around here somewhere.
And it's like clean.
It's gonna be somewhere because that sun is coming out. And it looks beautiful out here.
Well, this one was good. It took a lot of trial and error. But yeah.
Wait for some people on the back side over there. The Subaru Nation's here. There's so many Subarus. Somebody needs to have their kid. Here comes another Subaru. Is that a Subaru back there? Can you shut that cowbell up?
Hey, what are you trying
Why
to
did you
say?
bring that?
To annoy you.
Thank you.
Hey,
More
what are you
cowbell.
trying to say about the screaming kids thing?
Your kids aren't screaming. Your kids are kids.
Look at this one.
Our kids are shooting bows and arrows right now.
Screaming.
Of course they are.
You know.
Your kids are how kids should be. All right, everybody. My name is Campin' Randy. Thanks for coming out to AWDFEST or Subi Fest. It's like Hondas versus Subis. This is awesome. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thanks for coming out. Greatly appreciate it. We started this. Actually, it was Ben's idea. And he had one, and he hired some guy named Magic Mike or something to MC it. And he kind of gave it to me because he has gone from a garage to a 3-car garage to a, 8,000 square foot?
19,000.
No, not now. The one you were at.
No, it's 3,000.
3,000 square foot warehouse now to the one 10 of us went and saw today. So he has come from a long way, and he's going to talk and give you guys a little bit about HRG, because if it wasn't for HRG off-road, we wouldn't have lifted Honda Civics, or no, Honda Odysseys. I was trying to make a joke, but it didn't work. So, Honda minivans. So this is Ben. This is Ian. He's the maker of all of the cool Honda skid plates that we make. So I'm gonna hand it over to Ben. You can tell him your history. Thank you. Goodbye.
All right. Well, I don't want to brag or anything, but it's, you know, it's come a long way. We've come a long way. So originally, I didn't know what I was gonna do. I was broke. I didn't have a job. I didn't know what I was gonna do. But I knew how to fix Hondas. I knew how to work on Hondas. So basically, I decided I was gonna make a business out of restoring old Hondas. It was fun, but it didn't pay the bills. But it created the name Honda Rescue Garage. That's where this whole thing started, was Honda Rescue Garage. And basically I built that car over there with the tarp over it. Thanks, Josh, by the way, wherever you are, for providing me with a tarp to protect it. But I built this car and everybody was like, hey, that thing's pretty badass. Can you make me a lift kit too, like that? And I was like, all right, sure. So I borrowed a welder from my buddy and I borrowed a chop saw or whatever, and got to work in my little 2-car garage making these little lift kits for, well, originally started as Honda Civic wagons, and sold a few of those, and then all of a sudden it was like people were asking me for lift kits for this or a lift kit for that. So I decided to start branching out into other vehicles, and I suppose this was 2017, somewhere in there. And from then on, I basically started producing them and packing them on my mattress in my bedroom and making them in my garage after my work during the day. And it grew into something that I knew I would be able to do something even bigger. So eventually I made more money selling lift kits than I did working at my regular job. And then basically moved to a different house with a bigger garage, etc., etc. Moved into a building, well, it's 3 years ago. It was like an actual building, so it was like an actual business. I wasn't just messing around anymore with my garage. And fast forward to today, and we recently just moved into a 19,000 square foot facility, and it is unbelievable. And I'm just so humbled that it's that I'm at this, have come this far in this amount of time. So it's pretty amazing that it all came from just this humble beginnings of making lift kits for Hondas, and now we've got Subarus, we've got Toyotas, we've got, you know, you name it. We have, I think 16 different brands that we make lift kits for, and there's hundreds of products, and I have a bunch of people that work for me. So, you know, just a regular guy, and here we are. So it's pretty amazing. And that's pretty much the history of HRG, where it came from and where we are now after, 5 years, I guess, 6 years. So that's crazy, right? I know. I mean, it's all, people were laughing at us saying, people still laugh at us. I got to tell the you got to start somewhere thing. Yeah. So last year, this is a funny story. Last year we were at SEMA, and I was talking to a guy at Turn 14 Distribution. I'm like, hey, you know, you guys interested in, you know, we make lift kits for crossovers and Hondas and not Jeeps. No offense to the Jeep people, but that was like, we're not doing the Jeeps. We're doing something that's different. And the guy laughed at us, laughed at me, and he's like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And I'm like, dude, it's not, like, we've done like $1 million in business in the last year, and you're laughing. He's like, well, you gotta start somewhere. And we just died after that. Like the whole week trip. We were, the whole trip at SEMA, we were just making the joke like, oh, well, you gotta start somewhere.
We still do it.
We still, oh my gosh. But anyways, that was where, you know, they were just laughing at us, and, you know, so we've come a long way since then. But anyway, so I'm going to hand this over to Ian. I've done enough talking.
Yeah, you're good. I'll take it.
Well, I'm Ian with No Low Designs. I have a very similar story to Ben, actually. I'd say Ben's probably a handful of steps in front of me at this point, but I needed a skid plate for my Ridgeline, and I didn't like anything that existed on the market, and started making parts. And I actually just moved out of my house in the last 8 months, and you know, I have a small warehouse, and it's like a legitimate thing, a real operation.
Okay. No, she's okay.
And it's been a really wild ride, and it's just awesome to see everybody here. This is great. So yeah, thanks for coming out. Appreciate it. If you guys have any questions for Honda stuff specifically, or even some Subaru stuff that doesn't exist yet, I know how to make that too. Probably, I can design it. Most likely, I'll be able to do a good job at it. Do a really good job with all the Honda stuff. So yeah, that's it.
He and I are going to collaborate on some skid plates this coming week. So if you want to bring your car in,
if you would need something,
yes, we're going to start
working up some
together
stuff
and making some stuff. It's going to be awesome.
Yep. So you want to look out for that. And I'm gonna hand you back over to Randy because he's looking at me like he wants some light. I'm done. I don't have anything else to say. I'm not.
Well, I just realized I didn't tell my story.
Oh man. Oh, you got stories.
So I got my story. So probably about 7 or 8 years ago, I lifted the first Ridgeline. I worked for Mr. Hendrick as a marketing manager at 2 of his Honda locations, and I lifted my first Ridgeline. Put too big of tires on it. Hate that damn question. Do your tires rub? What size tires are those? So it's 265 60 18s and 265 50 20s. Yeah, so I don't answer that question anymore, and I don't ask what my miles per gallon are anymore. So I started sending people everywhere. So I'm like, go here to get this, go here to get that, go to here to get this. I found Ben, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I'll start getting his lift kits because he was a cool guy. I've dealt with other manufacturers of lift kits, and they're kind of... Are there kids here? Yeah, there are. So, yeah, they're not as cool. So his business model and how he thinks is like I think. So I'm like, I want to work with that guy. Then I'm surfing Facebook and I find this crazy dude who's cutting out cardboard, making ditch lights and skid plates. And I was like, yo, I need to know that guy. So both these guys I know from the internet. And so I got tired of sending people everywhere. So I'm like, I'll just be a consultant, open my own website. So I opened the RidgelineStore.com. Really, it's pretty easy. So we did it for about a year. Honda sends me a letter from their lawyers that says, hey, we appreciate what you do, pat on the back, but you're in a copyright infringement. So then, that's a kick in the balls. So I had to change my name to the Ridge Store. 6 months later goes by, and then they tell me I have to change it again. My social media was already Campin' Randy, so we changed it to campinrandy.com. And so what ends up happening, really? Oh, that's working. It sounds like I'm talking through a tuna can. Do one of those songs. So anyway, I started co-op marketing with everybody, small business people, because I did SEO and SEM, digital marketing and all that stuff. And it's helped Ian, I hope it's helped Ian be where he is today, that he could quit his job and have his own little warehouse. And then I hope I help Ben sell lift kits as well, because even though I sell them, you can buy them direct from them guys. I don't care. But because I give post-sale support, I think it's pretty successful. So the 3 of us, and I have a bunch of other folks that do things that we sell. And it's a great community, and it's so awesome to see all you guys and gals modifying these all-wheel drive vehicles and be different. Be different, be an individual, than being a carbon copy of everybody else. Even the Suzuki Samurai is here. It's like, thanks for bringing everything out, guys. It's amazing. Let's build a fire. Let's get some food going, get some drinks going. But we're going to do first aid at 7 o'clock, and then we'll follow the schedule for the rest of the time. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. Have a great time.
Hear, hear.